What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I wanted to give you an update on Bitcoin because its price did just make a move that we've been talking about and one that I did warn you about recently. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all and let's get straight into the video. Now, looking at Bitcoin here, guys, what we can see is that its price has now lost the $64,882 level as of now. Now, by the time you're watching this video, there's a chance that Bitcoin recovers back above 64.8K or 64.9K realistically, and well, you don't really need to worry about what I'm about to say next, so just a pre-warning. But if Bitcoin is still under 64.8K when you're watching this video, then of course we need to talk about it. So where we are right now is that Bitcoin just lost a very important level of support, and that's not a good thing. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it is. It's not a good thing. The reason this was an important level of support is because we saw the establishment of how important this liquidity zone was historically throughout this move, right? We had this moment here, we had this moment here, we had this moment here, and of course here. Like, the amount of times that we've put in structure on this 64 to 64.9K level was a lot. You know, we just kept doing it over and over again, and the fact that we broke above it without coming back to back test it was a warning to me that, hey, Bitcoin might come back down to back test this at some given point, so let's keep an eye on it. And that's the reason why we've had this red line and this blue label for a while now. We've just been keeping an eye on this point, and I told you all that what I would be doing is that I would be buying some Bitcoin at this level of support. Sorry, there was a lot of noise out there, because I thought that there was a decent chance that we could see Bitcoin's price hold some support here, but obviously there were no guarantees. But now that Bitcoin's price has lost this level of support, I just want to update you and let you know my current thoughts and opinions, because I did warn you, like, hey, if 64.8K is lost, we might start seeing this thing track to the downside, and that is kind of where my brain is right now. So overall, my main mission for Bitcoin is that we don't see Bitcoin's price lose $56,000. That's really all I care about. As long as Bitcoin's above to 56K, I'm not really all that concerned with it, because at that given point, if we do lose 56K, now we're in a spot where you have this macro M top, and our breakdown targets could be as low as towards the $40,000 range. And I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't want to see Bitcoin drop another, 36-37% from here, because I know what that means for the rest of my portfolio and all the altcoins and things. I don't want to go through that. Okay, we had enough in 2022, and so because of that, guys, kind of where my brain is at this given point is like, yeah, I don't want to see 56K lost, and we did just make a move, or we did just complete something that could get us towards that happening, but we still have a lot standing in the way, and that's why I'm not too concerned, and that is why I am still dollar cost averaging, actually. So I'm actually increasing my rate of dollar cost average now that Bitcoin has lost 64.8K, because I am rather confident that we're going to find a higher low. We're going to find a bounce before 56K. Now, I have no way of guaranteeing that. I have no way of knowing that. I just think we are going to, because of where we are in the market currently and the amount of everything happening, the bullish sentiment, the amount of ETFs, all this other stuff, right? And so because of that, I don't think Bitcoin's about to put in a lower low and just get smashed down to 40K, but obviously risks are involved. But considering I don't think that's going to happen, I am doing more and more dollar cost averaging, because in my brain, the lower and lower we get, the more likely we are to find that bounce to the upside, the easier it is to get into profit on these short-term purchases. And another thing to kind of support that thought and support that thesis is just simply the amount of liquidity that we had within this zone between even 60 and 64K. I mean, look at this: support, there, support there, in this little range there, right here on that, and of course where we are now. So we've put in so much support here. There's going to be a lot of liquidity. There are going to be bulls who step in at these levels. We are going to see these different support levels hold, at least for the short term. And so because of that, knowing that momentum it's going to be hard for Bitcoin to just go straight through this without bad news. And so because of that, I personally am going to be a part of that in dollar cost averaging my way into Bitcoin even more as we do venture towards this $64,000 to $60,000 range. Now, on top of that, we can see our RSI is now starting to give us some interesting signs. We're getting higher lows to the downside while still setting in lower lows. That is an early sign of a momentum shift, which in this example would usually lead to some type of reversal upwards. And so because of that, guys, my overall thesis is that although it's not a good thing that we lost 64.8K, I am now increasing my rate of dollar cost average, because I think it's becoming even more likely that Bitcoin does hold some support in here and uses it to continue to the upside at some given point. What you have to remember is that realistically, the summertime is boring, it's slow, not a lot happens, and that could lead to some losses. That could lead to this thing going to 60K, 56K. That is possible. But towards the end of the year, I think as we do ramp up towards the presidential election and stuff, I just think that based off of history, we should start picking up a little bit better. We're already getting in towards July, and so I am getting more bullish now that we're getting through June, through July, just kind of freaking shuffling forward, getting straight through this thing. And so, of course, I will continue to update you all on this, but I wanted to just let you know, look, I know we lost 64.8, not the best thing ever, but I am still confident that we are going to find that support. And so because of that, I am dollar cost averaging a little bit more on Bitcoin at this given point. And so I will continue to update you guys. I have a couple more videos dropping today. So of course you do make sure you stay tuned for those. Check them out. And if you do enjoy them, smash the like button so more people see them. And I can't wait to see you all in those next videos. Peace out, everybody.